Hi.
Hey, Tasha, cheers to you.
Well, not anymore for me, but
Oh.
okay. I started a little sooner than you did, but good evening.
Listen, I'm trying to not be a gulper and a sipper. It's a little cuter.
I have a straw, and when I have a straw, it just, you know,
Cheers.
cheers, dear.
All
Cheers to
right.
Thursday. I mean,
Cheers.
maybe we should incorporate this every Thursday, right? Like, isn't
Listen.
there one of these like chats where they have wine and stuff with it? Hey, Gail.
Hi, Gail. How are you? All right. And, we want to encourage anyone who's watching us this evening to definitely join in the conversation
Oh, I thought you were gonna tell them to get a drink.
or get a drink. But tonight, wasted time versus wasted money. Which is worse for you?
Time.
Really? And tell me why time.
Because I can't get it back. I can't make any more of it. I can't add any more of it to my day. I can't, recoup it once it's lost.
Yeah.
And it's precious for me. And it's not promised.
It isn't.
Compelling argument, right?
I mean, listen, you just hit it all across the board. I mean, I would have to say the same thing, but be clear. I'm going to put an asterisk next to wasted money. Because there's some lessons in life that I have bought.
Oh, hello.
I have not liked buying those lessons.
Yeah.
Ooh, Anthony Brother, time. You can always make
You can always make money, right?
You can always make money. You can always
recoup
make
what
more
you've
money.
lost.
Sure.
Yeah. You can
But
double it over time you can't get back.
I mean, but let's just think about it, right? Because I'm going to agree with
New
time. But
money.
huh? What'd you say?
Everyone's making grammatical errors tonight, so
Listen, that's right. If you saw our e-blast tonight,
my bad.
listen, it happens.
Yeah.
We can still, we can write and read. Just sometimes we move a little fast. But let's just think about it. Like, let's just talk about wasted money before we get on wasted time. Let's talk about wasted money. I have undoubtedly had to buy. I went to the School of Hard Knocks and I paid that tuition. The challenge was I didn't know I was going to school at the time. I didn't know I was going to the School of Hard Knocks.
Listen, I think we've all wasted money.
No, I don't know. I wasted a lot of money. I lost a lot of money. I didn't waste. I lost a lot of money.
I've wasted a lot. Eating and drinking unnecessarily often in excess when I could have been saving and grilling.
So first off, you said eating and drinking, which I think are necessities.
In excess, I said.
I mean, the excess, I'm going to say this. To your point, one of the finer things that I enjoy doing in life is having a good meal and good drinks with people I love.
Of course, but you don't have to do it every day.
Oh, no. No, I don't do it every day. No.
So there's a point in my life where it was every day that I was eating out and drinking. I mean, at least 5 days a week.
Eating and drinking are experiences. I wouldn't call that a waste.
I had the in excess part, and too often that does become wasteful.
Listen, though, can I just say during that time, you were living your life like it was golden. You were living your life like a boss.
You're right.
Okay?
You're right.
Okay? Again, I'm not going to call that a waste because you was doing a damn thing. You had bought your house. You were saving money. You were making good money, and you could do it. Hey, Miss Nan.
She said, I already did. You already did what?
Yeah, what you already do. Listen, so I'm a cheers to you on that. And for anyone else who'd like to partake, I'm not saying what's in here. I'm just saying, unless you were a
drunk and overweight, broke, it was not an excess.
Listen.
Okay. All right. I hear you. I'll take it. Okay, so let me think of when I have wasted money.
Because that was living That was, I've worked hard. I've been to school. I got a good job. I made good money. I bought a house. Yeah.
My daughter thinks I have too many house projects. Well, I mean, I don't think that's
Easy.
wasted money either. That's investing in yourself and the things that you like, right?
Listen,
Your house projects
listen, no one,
should have as many house projects as Gail.
it's just, all
Listen,
things are not created equal.
that's her hobby, right? It's not wasted money. That's what her hobby is. Some people like to craft, right? Some people like to do home improvements. So,
So Nan says, well, first off, Gangsta E has joined us. Good evening, Gangsta E. It's so good to see you. Everyone should experience that. Exactly. That's why it's not wasted money.
okay.
Everyone should experience that. Nan says, amen. It is not promised. Absolutely. Time is not promised. And being able to feel that. And
Yeah, and what Sharon just said. Everyone should experience that. That's right.
listen, so I think that if you look for things to do, like say, replace carpet that isn't bad, is that wasted money? Ain't nothing wrong with the carpet.
That's
You don't want to walk
relative.
on the carpet.
That is relative.
Is it?
It is. Maybe the color was bothering her. Maybe the texture of the carpet was not what she wanted at the time.
Yes.
There could be many things, right? Listen, I tell people, stay out my pocket and I will stay out of yours.
Listen, when someone says, I'm going to replace my hardwood floors because they just look ashy, what do you do?
When you're a baller like that, you can do
Listen, I
that.
guess you ball out. All right. But let's just talk about wasted time. I do not like it when people waste my time.
One of
You
my
and
biggest pet peeves.
do not waste my time. It's, I'm not going to, and you and I have friends who don't really understand, respect, or appreciate time. We've got a few of them in the group.
One very, very close to me.
And I'm just like, no, I do remember when I was younger, I did not necessarily care. If I was having a good time, the good time was the time. That it just was what it was. Anything else could wait. But today, because I do have such limited time and we have friends, and it's like, oh, and you're very good. Remember, we have a friend you were having lunch with, and you said, I'm going to meet you here at this time. Now, I spoke to that friend, and I knew she lived a good 30, 45 minutes away from where y'all were having lunch. And she told me she was going to leave 15 minutes before she was going to meet you. I was like, for real? Is that a good idea?
Now, listen, I also told her it's going to be over at this time.
That's right.
So if you want to spend an hour together, or if you want to spend 25 minutes together, it's your call. I'm going to eat, right? Or be working or doing something. But I think it's part of my upbringing, right? I was always taught to be on time. And then as I got older, right? And I pledged, right, to be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late, and to be late is unacceptable, right? And so timeliness is, oh, I think they say cleanliness is next to godliness. I don't know. For me, timeliness is next to godliness, right? Like, it's important. If you tell me the party started at 6 o'clock,
Listen,
I
you
want
are
to drink at
perfect.
6 o'clock.
Listen, when I would
I
hold
know.
cookouts, I loved inviting the Howlands because the Howlands was going to be there at 4 o'clock while I'm still getting the baked beans out, and I needed her husband on the grill, and it was going to work because you were going to have people at my house before everyone started. All right, so Gail says a big time waste is when you are waiting on someone. Ooh. But in the spirit of this conversation, let's just talk about our work styles, right? So we know, like you sent me something earlier today, and then I'm just going to just talk about, there are 4 different work styles, right?
Mhm.
There's the planner who plans everything out, puts everything on a schedule. There's the prioritizer. That's the person who does to-do lists. There is the arranger who
Mhm.
plans their day by the hour. And then there's the visualizer, right? And so when we do group coaching, we actually meet all different types of these personalities, right?
Yeah.
We have one client who says, I don't wear a watch. I don't like to be restricted by time, nothing, and
But
wants to be on a budget.
but we live in a world and work in atmospheres that require time restraints. So listen, drop in the comments what type of person you are, what type of planner you are. Say them again,
Are
Sharon.
you a planner? You plan your day hour by hour. Are you a prioritizer? You write a to-do list. Are you an arranger? You, which is similar to a planner, which you plan your day hour by hour. That was weird. And a visualizer, you decide on priorities for the day.
Right. So I see a visualizer, someone saying, here are the things that I need to get done today, right? They're just sort of thinking about it and talking about it, but they never write it down. Right. And
So
then
hold on. I see a
what?
lie in the comments. There's a lie in the
I
comments.
feel like then that wasn't one of the choices either. So
Listen. Someone said I'm free flowing. I'm not even gonna call the person's name out. And we just got out of it. I mean, Easter was just on Sunday. I mean, Jesus has risen, and
She said, Jesus is risen.
and Mary is still talking to the disciples about what's going on. And we
Yeah, I can. Oh my God. I am, let's talk about our work style. So I am an arranger, prioritizer, however you want to call it, hour by hour. You can look at my
you're
calendar.
a planner. You're a planner.
Planner. It's planner, arranger. So
Planner arranger, yes.
hour by hour, with I love the iPhone calendar. It's got travel time included, right? So you can block out the time on your calendar that's going to take you to drive somewhere so that you don't schedule anything else. It's color coded. We've got a family calendar that also syncs and my work calendar. Yeah, hour by hour, I can tell you what I'm doing. Even on the weekends, I have to put it in there. Travel time. Love it. Try it.
Crazy. So Gangsta E says she's a prioritizer.
She's
Anthony
definitely
says
a lister.
I'm absolutely a lister. Anthony says I'm a visualizer with arranger
Your
quality.
qualities. So he needs an assistant. That's what it sounds like.
Yes.
Arranger qualities is an assistant.
Now, listen, I keep a notebook right here, and
Ooh.
it is filled with lists. And I will say, I have, you can't see it here, but I have different color coded for different topics. And yes, I keep a list.
I could never understand. So I used to have that book, right? But I could never really ever get back to what I wrote. Like, how do you remember if it's like 2 weeks later? How do you find what you wrote in the book? You know
You
what I
write
mean?
the list over. You write the list over every day, and you don't you only carry over the things that you haven't completed. Where you been?
That sounds like a lot of work. Where you been?
Listen, you got a color coded calendar with drive time. That's are you kidding me? So I mean, but I will just say so in accountability, like it's important to know who your accountability partner is and how
Right.
they, and particularly when we're coaching, right? Because I'm going to say for you, both you and I'm a prioritizer, you are a planner. We often really have to kind of join and activate forces when we come against someone who's a visualizer.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Because the truth is innately we don't get it.
It's hard. It's so hard to understand. How do you say you want something, but you can't put a plan together? Like,
But we have done it.
oh, yes, it happens. It's amazing to see. And I love the visualizers, but the visualizers need people in their lives, like Anthony said, with a range of qualities, right? You need
Yes.
to have that person in your life. So it could be a marriage relationship, right?
Yes.
You can't have two visualizers. Y'all won't go be nowhere on time.
Nowhere. Nowhere. Just free flowing,
Missing
never
flights,
show up. Yes.
missing flights every trip. You know what I mean? Or it could be a business relationship, right? Understanding the team that you work with and how they work. It's part of work styles. Okay, Outlook is my assistant. If it ain't on my calendar, it definitely ain't getting done. if it's on the calendar, at least it might get done. Right.
Gail says life is going to happen. It should not be under the gun. Listen, I don't know what sort of medicinal situations are happening out here.
Maybe she's also had a glass with us.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know Gail that well. And so, listen, I believe what she says. I agree with her. And life is
I
just
might know her kind of well. I may have met Gail a time or two. I might know her very well. And there's a medicinal situation happening. And I don't know. Maybe she's got a card or something that I don't know about.
Oh my God. So anyway, the point is understanding a person's work style, I think, can also help with
how you guys work together.
They're not wasting time, right?
Yeah.
We need the visualizers in our life. And that's how they're able to get things done. Because if you don't give them that time and space to visualize and actually see it done, right, it will never get done.
Well, and then so I think also what we try to encourage and coach people who are visualizers, who are kind of not necessarily the way we attach things, but we respect it and understand that we all make the world go round, is giving them a task to do that they feel comfortable with in a day.
Yeah.
Just a day. You know what I mean? Like, let's just see where are you feeling led? Let's get that. Does that feel good to you today? Let's go with that, because that will help us get closer to the goal. And it's understanding everyone's type.
And listen, on the other end of the spectrum, the folks like me who have travel time on their calendar sometimes need to relax. And if somebody says, "Hey, let's go," I can't check my calendar all the time, right?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, also, I'm going to say we also have people, to your point, on the other end of the stress spectrum. They're so, like, I was just talking to a very close friend, family member of mine who was upset because she had a 5-hour flight from the West Coast to the East Coast. And she was upset because her power cord on her laptop had messed up and she couldn't work. Things I've never said. I'm upset if I can't see a movie. What's happening? Because to me, time has stopped. I'm in the air. Nothing can happen. I'm in the air. But again,
she had plans. She was planning on finishing that project, cleaning out her inbox, sending this message so that when she got, and she might probably had Wi-Fi, whoever that was, if they plan on working for 5 hours, she probably already had Wi-Fi. I mean, yeah, I get it. She had plans.
But to your point, though, you can be overstructured.
Yeah.
Right. And then that really just spills over to other areas of your life. Right. And to me, only me here, that sort of takes sort of the fun out of life, because everything is so structured. You lose the opportunity to have a surprise. You lose the opportunity.
I would love a surprise.
I love it.
I would love a surprise. If anyone's listening, I'd love a surprise.
Her birthday's coming up, everybody. All right. So Anthony says time in the air can feel like wasted time if you can't be productive. Really?
I do think that things happen for a reason, though. And this, person maybe needed a 5-hour nap, right?
No, I'm going to tell you that person pulled out a pen and a piece of paper and pen and kept writing.
Oh my God.
For 5 hours. What you did. Now, to put more, put more context to it, she had fell asleep with the laptop. The laptop fell, broke the cord. Her cord was messed up. She got on the flight.
So she did need a 5-hour nap, because if she fell asleep,
she did need a 5-hour nap.
Need a 5-hour nap.
She probably needed to decompress. I told someone today that Anthony said, really, after being kind of, I survived the real estate crash 2006 to 2009. That was an incredible level of stress for me. Stress levels I had never felt before for a number of different reasons. And I feel like now I naturally just have a shut off. Like if my stress level is getting too high, my brain would just say, nope, not anymore. Can't do it. Not doing anymore. You can stop right now. We're not going any further. And I stopped because I believe and I understand that it will all work out. It will all be fine. And I can't spend, as far as time, and we talk about time being a precious commodity. If
Yeah.
my time is spent being stressed out, that I can't. And here's the thing: it's all going to work out. Whether I'm stressed out about it or not, it all works out. So we can stop being stressed out about it.
That's good. You have to make sure, and this is for me talking to myself, right? Because sometimes I'm just like, oh, I'm not going to be stressed out about it. I'm just not going to think about it.
Well,
Right?
you gotta.
I'm just not going to address it. I'm just going to stick my head in the sand and it's going to go away. I hear
You have a very good. These things are not happening. Nothing's happening.
it's not happening right now.
Nothing.
It's okay. I don't see
Not.
anything.
So Gail says you understand your triggers and coping by stopping is a good thing. Thank you, Gail. Yes, I do. I stop because I felt a level of stress that I'd never felt before in my life. And it was consistent and maintained for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Never again.
I'm still working on it, right? I have found there's a really good yoga. I mean, the neck and shoulders yoga, man, it definitely gives me that time to decompress and I can do it by myself,
Yeah.
right? We work out a lot together, but that one I can do by myself because I felt the response that I needed to lower my stress
Yeah.
levels. So
Listen, it can't be understated. I think we all agree that the worst thing you can have between wasted time versus wasted money, hands down, 10 toes down, wasted time.
wasted time.
Right. And so, and how you spend that time is so important. Right. So if you're not going to waste the time, I think what we're saying here is to make sure you're making it the best of your time. I'm a fan of not being stressed out. I believe in being balanced. I believe in having good relationships because I think that just makes life worth living.
Yeah.
I believe in good meals. I believe in good drinks. Hey, and this is what and also you and I believe in being very healthy, right? Because
I want to spend more time on this earth, right?
but also in good health.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I got things to live for, things to do. I want to move. I got places to go and things to see.
Health is wealth.
Yeah.
And so I think for us, what we're saying to everyone, and thank you guys for joining us, is that really make the most of the time that you have while you have it. And we wish you the best with that because that's what we're always trying to do. And so as we close out tonight, the AQ Partners.
Don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time. But you can go to our social media, right? You can go to Facebook at AQ Partners, Instagram, AQ_partners, and our website, theaqpartners.com. And please, we ask you to take our class, Change the Game. You can go to bit.ly/AQ class, right? If you want an accountability partnership, Tasha and I are there for you. It's an economical way. It can go at your own pace. It's there for you anytime, whenever you get ready.
Thank you for spending your time with us tonight.
Amen. Yes. Okay, Nan. Amen. I'm with you, man. Nan, I am with you. Thank you guys for joining us tonight.
All right. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.